here. I want to congratulate everyone who has helped put this day together. Colleen Eddy, the president of the chamber, Linda Madsen, the superintendent, Steve Yu, all the manufacturers who are here taking part in this career tech education curriculum here. I have a lot to say about this, so I'm going to try to do it fast. You couldn't be doing anything more important, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of our economic competitiveness. We have something in the state, in this nation, that you've all heard the term skills gap, and it's very real. Enterprise Minnesota did a study that the skills gap has actually grown, even as we're trying to address it here in Minnesota and in the nation, that about a half of all manufacturers have a job or more jobs that they can't fill because they can't find the workers that have the right skills to match those jobs. And I put forward a piece of legislation called the Community College to Career Fund Act. And we can address this. I've seen partnerships addressing this. I go to high schools all the time. I very often bring manufacturers to high schools and to junior high, and to tell the students that manufacturing isn't that picture that a lot of people have about manufacturing: dark, dangerous, and dirty. That the skills that you use, the jobs that you have in manufacturing these days are high-skilled jobs. And they aren't repetitive, boring tasks over and over again. They're jobs that require high skills, high STEM skills. They also require critical thinking. They require teamwork. These are very high-quality jobs, and they're jobs that you can have after going to a community or technical college. I also want to thank, I guess, Pine County Technical is here today, and I've worked with their president. There's a Wyoming machine, the Tappanee sisters who run that. Been there with Pine City, or Pine County. There are all of these jobs, and I've seen models around the state that work. Alexandria Technical and Community College, one of the best two-year schools in the country. Hennepin Technical College, that have established partnerships with the school district and with with manufacturers, where the manufacturers are giving CNC machines to the college and training up people, maybe in just a credentials course. And what I try to tell students and students at high schools and at junior highs is that a two-year education, or education at two-year school, should not be seen as a ceiling. And very often their parents see it that way. But it isn't seen that way in the rest of the world. It isn't seen that way in Europe, especially in places like Germany. Now, Germany has, a kind of a two-tier system that I don't like. There's something called late bloomers, and but they know in Europe that a two-year education is not a ceiling, as a lot of parents consider it here in the United States and in Minnesota. It's a platform. And if you think about it, how fast technology is accelerating in this country tells you that no one is going to go to college for 4 years and then that's it, especially in any kind of technical field. You are going to go to school if you go to school for 2 years, and I've seen manufacturers who do this, they'll take someone who's just had a credential from a 2-year community and technical college, bring them in, they work, they're good, they send them back to get their associate's degree, paying them while they're doing it.
then they come back and they're good, and they pay them to go get their bachelor's degree. And guess what? At the end of those years, this guy or this woman has a bachelor's degree, has a great job, and has zero college debt. Now, we just came through a couple months ago a big debate on college affordability. One of the best ways to address college affordability is by using our 2-year community technical colleges to train people to fill the skills gap, and go back for education so that people are graduating from college with zero debt and with a good job and have advanced in their career and have filled that skills gap in this country to make us more competitive with the world. Manufacturing is coming back to the United States. It's coming back to the United States. It's coming back to Europe. And the reason for that is the change in the nature of manufacturing, where so much of it is about the capitalization of the equipment. And the labor piece is smaller, but the low-skilled labor is the smallest piece now. And a bigger piece of the labor pie is skilled labor. And it's the kind of skills, the STEM skills, that's why I've also passed in the Senate, in the Education Committee, a STEM master teacher bill, which would elevate STEM master teachers to mentor their STEM teachers who aren't masters yet, who are new, who haven't gotten that mastery yet. So, because we want to keep STEM teachers here at high school, here in junior high, here in elementary school. What you're doing couldn't be more important. So I want to thank all the manufacturers here. I want to thank the chamber. I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the superintendent. I want to thank those who are working in the junior high on this. This speaks to our global competitiveness. This speaks to getting people jobs. This speaks to prosperity, and this speaks to college affordability. You're solving so many problems this is a piece of it, and this is such an important piece of it, and I just want to thank you and congratulate you. Thank you.